Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. This is Zach with Zach Attack Cards, bringing you another exciting edition of Football Card Showdown. Heading into week 12, where we'll have the matchup in front of you, Chicago at Minnesota. But before we get there, let's go ahead, head back to the week that was week 11. And I'm terribly sad to report that, unfortunately, we've once again dropped another matchup, as Philly was able to defeat Kansas City in a relatively poorly played matchup. I think that's pretty much agreed upon by most people that watched it, analyzed it, etc. It really wasn't a dominant victory for Philly. Kansas City had some miscues. There were a bunch of weird flags and penalties, so really hard to get a good read as to which team was really better in that matchup, I would say. But in the end, Philly did come out with the victory. And what that means for us is the record has now dropped to 6-7 on the season. We are on a 3-game losing streak, which that's a rough slide. Let's see if we can get things right here with the matchup in week 12. Important to remember that this is the first week where matchups can be flexed. So hopefully that will not happen. Hopefully I will not have to scramble to try and shoot another video if that's the case. But the planned matchup is the Chicago Bears at the Minnesota Vikings, a matchup of NFC North rivals. And clearly the Vikings are having the better season. I mean, I know that's tough to say when they lost Kirk Cousins, their quarterback, their guy. You know, he's always been above average, but, you know, similar to in my Cowboys, like Tony Romo, guys like that, you know, always above average, but never, you know, fantastic, never, you know, the go-to guy in the playoffs, things of that nature. But certainly wish him well. Never want to see anybody get hurt. And meanwhile, the Bears, hard to tell what's going on there. I really don't think Justin Fields is going to be their quarterback going forward, but if that's the case, then you know, who's to say where they're going to go if that's not the case. So let's see how the rest of the year plays out for him. When did he make his return last week? I forget, to be perfectly honest with you. Perhaps he did, but I know he was out there for a little bit with an injury as well. But hey, the Vikings have made one heck of a comeback after they lost Cousins by trading for Josh Dobbs. So let's see what we're going to open in this one. We got some 23 score value packs. We got some 23 Donruss Elite fat packs. Admittedly, not one of my favorites. So we're probably going to start with that. Be a little bit of a face-off, so to speak, of 2023 fat packs, value packs, whatever you want to call them. But before we get there, let's head into the scoring. Any non-rookie player or team card is the extra point, worth a single point. Any rookie player card is a safety, worth 2 points. Any player or team insert or numbered non-auto patch is a field goal worth 3 points. And lastly, any player or team auto or patch card is the touchdown worth 6. So we'll be looking for Bears and Vikings in these products. And the reason I say I'm not a huge fan of Donruss Elite is, I mean, while the cards are nice-ish, I will say that the thing that's kind of frustrating about them is, well, first of all, seemingly you always start with the inserts. I mean, I guess that's how you're supposed to open them. Not 100%, but there's just not a lot to look for, at least in the value packs. So anyway, let's get right into it. We got Rashad Bateman on the full throttle. We have a rookie, Mekhi Blackman, for the Vikings. There we go. Got some scoring already. And our last pink, I think you get 3 in each one, Micah Parsons. And now we're going to get into our base, starting with Pitts. We got D-Hop, Nick Chubb, Geno Smith, Travis Kelce, got Bosa, Chris Godwin, Dexter Lawrence. Just a huge run of base, obviously. TJ Watt, Jalen Waddle, Amon-Ra St. Brown, right division, wrong teams. Kenny Pickett. Danny Dimes. Got another. Got Dalvin Cook. Obviously no longer on the Vikings, but does count for our little game here. Miles Sanders. We got our first Bear. There we go. DJ Moore, the former Panther. Juju Smith-Schuster. We got Watson. Got our base Parsons. Watson. Mark Andrews. Derek Stingley. Russell Wilson. Jair Alexander. A.J. Brown. Sam Howell. And Jalen Ramsey. And a little kid reporter for anybody who would like it. Get into the last pack of Donruss Elite, and then we'll move over to Score, which, in my opinion, is the superior product. At least when it comes to value packs. I haven't opened any Donruss Elite blaster boxes, so... Ooh, kicking it off with a spellbound Justin Jefferson. There we go. There's a chance he might play on Monday from what I've read, so we'll see. And our rookie, which again, I think you get one per pack, Felix and Nudik Zuma. Not 100% on that, probably said it way wrong. Jamal Williams. Jonathan Taylor. Chris Jones. Mac Jones. Derek Carr. Got Jimmy G. Baker Mayfield. We got Kyle Pitts again. Garrett. Got Drake London. Scary Terry McLaurin. Godwin. Nick Bosa. Garrett Wilson. ETN. Still have to flip them around like anything else, I suppose. Jamal Williams. There's A-Rod. Ooh, Justin Jefferson base. Some more points for the Vikings. Dak. Mike Williams. Got Von Miller. Josh Jacobs. Mark Andrews. Stingley. Guys we've seen so far. Alexander. Brown. And Howell. And a kid reporter. So... not too bad. Got some scoring out of there, at least. For both teams. A little bit more for the Vikings. Let's get right into the score. Now, if I had to guess, I'm definitely taking the Vikings in this one. You know, the Bears are just a bit of a mess. They don't seem to know exactly how to right the ship yet. So, we'll... it is a division matchup, though, so always a chance. Always a chance for an upset. We got Woods, Malcolm Rodriguez. There's DJ Moore, so the Bears have struck again. Stingley. There's Jamar Chase. Rondell Moore. Brown. Got Harrison Smith for the Vikings. Longtime safety. We got Dak. Got Garrett Wilson, and every 2 cards you have to spin them. Damian Harris, and maybe every 1 card. It's ridiculous. Here's the rookies. BJ Ojolari, Cardinals. Chris Rodriguez, Commanders. Emmanuel Forbes, also Commanders. Quentin Johnson, Chargers, or maybe Johnston. Will Levis on the Titans. Parker Washington, Jaguars. We have a Sam Darnold, numbered to 210, 44 of 210. Look at that. Signed by the 49ers, says on the right-hand side there. And obviously says 49ers at the top. Look at that, numbered card. There we go. It's unusual out of a value pack. Champ Bailey. We have Jalen Waddle for the Dolphins. We got Jalen Hurts. Celebration, Aiden Hutchinson. It's cool. C.J. Stroud. Guy that's just tearing it up down there in Houston. Celebration, Tyreek Hill. Huddle Up, the Chargers. Quentin Johnston. Sack Attack, Chris Jones. LT. We have Celebration Travis Kelce and Huddle Up the Eagles. And a third kid reporter. So I might get one in every pack by the time we're done here. Final pack. Let's see if the Bears can pull it out. Starting with Alan Lazard. Jameis Winston on the Saints. And we're going to be moving these around just as much. Clearly. And that's annoying. Ramsey, we got Everett, Juju Smith-Schuster, Tyler Boyd, Myles Garrett, Zach Martin, love seeing a card for him. Got Hodgins, Reddick, no Vikings or Bears yet. We have Eric Gray, rookie, Giants, Clark Phillips III, Falcons, Jalen Hyatt, Giants. Hendon Hooker of the Lions. That's nice. Jaden Reed for the Packers. Kendre Miller for the Saints. And we have Christian Kirk on the red. And Daniel Carlson on the red. Oh, and one more. The Browns, Cedric Tillman. Quentin Johnston. We have Tank Bigsby. Another guy that's having a great year. Sack Attack for the Jags, I guess. O'Brien Burns, right? Marshall Faulk. Celebration for the Jets. Huddle Up for the Patriots. Keyshawn Boutte. Celebration Dolphins. And a Bijan Robinson. Kid looks like an absolute stud. So, all right. Ended up with a numbered card. That's quite nice. And let's check out our scoring. Seems to be pretty straightforward here. 2 vets for the Bears, accounting for just 2 extra points, totaling 2 points. And we have vet, insert, vet, and rookie for the Vikings. So the Vikings have 3 extra points, 3 points. A rookie, a safety, 2 points, so 5 points, and an insert, field goal, 3 points. So 8-2, the Vikings are going to take this one. And probably, I really couldn't agree more. I think they got to be favored in this one, especially if they get Jefferson back. And even if they don't, I think they still look like the better team, at least on paper. So hopefully it'll be a good matchup. That's what we're hoping for, right? In the end, that's all we can all hope for. But thank you guys for watching. Truly do appreciate it. As I always say from the bottom of my heart, any and all time that you spend with me, I truly do appreciate that. And thank you. With that said, go ahead and wrap things up. You can head down below, hit that little subscribe button, click the like while you're there. I'll be sure to bring you the last roughly quarter of the Monday Night Football season. And we'll see where our record lies after that. And certainly drop me a comment. Let me know who you think's going to take this one. And with that said, I'm going to get you guys on out of here. Thanks so much for watching. As always, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.